The Man from Nowhere is a dark, gritty film that was released in 2010 from South Korea. This movie really dives into the horrific crimes in Korea, dives into redemption and revenge. But the main thing about this movie is it's like a father and daughter relationship that holds this movie together. But what exactly makes this movie so excellent? So when we first see our protagonist, he's running this pawn shop. He's a very quiet person. And you don't really see why he's quiet until the midway point of the film, where you see that he lost his wife and daughter in a brutal tragedy in this film. That makes you understand why this character is the way he is. But when we first see this character, you see a little girl with him being Soy May, and that little girl and him having such a great relationship in this film. This film with so much heart and emotion. So when the moment that Soy May gets kidnapped and the main protagonist has to go find her, it's super heartbreaking, and you feel the perspectives and emotions from both characters in this film, which really dives into this movie of redemption and revenge. Soy May is a sweet, troubled kid in this film that makes you really feel bad for the character because she feels so alone. The only person she has is the main protagonist, as her mom smuggles drugs and gets into trouble with this organization that leads to them getting kidnapped later on in the film. And the fact that Soy May feels so alone and has that emotional touch to the character makes you really care about this little girl, especially when she gets kidnapped and you really want to root for the protagonist to get this little girl back. Another thing that stands out is definitely the action set pieces in this film, because there's so much diversity in the action. There's gunfight scenes in this film, there's hand-to-hand fight scenes in this film, but the main thing is the ending knife fight scene. It's so well paced and so quick. But I love the fact that there's a different perspectives of this knife fight scene because the camera angles go to first person mode in some elements and really show the blood in those fight scenes to make it so raw and brutal to have this realistic feel towards those action set pieces, especially the knife fight scene during the end because it's such an iconic scene in Man from Nowhere. Won Bin's performance in this movie is spectacular. It really shows a man that is so isolated and is grieving so much loss and loneliness. And he really has this shot of showcasing the redemption and care for the character of Soy May, and he does a great job of portraying that. And the action he brings in this movie is so quick, it's so stylistic, and so many elements. Because Won Bin does a great job of bringing those elements of the film to a whole different heights that make his performance so special, but make this movie feel so special. The dark, gritty tone of this film, the fantastic performance for Won Bin, and the father-like-daughter relationship, and the spectacular action make this movie an excellent movie experience from South Korea that I highly recommend checking out. Peace and BK out.